for years we've been hearing that Top Rank don't know how to promote black fighters and this and that, yada, 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 right? And then now Teofimo Lopez comes out and says, hey, you know, Top Rank only want to focus on the black fighters. So you got fans of Teofimo playing the race card saying that with Top Rank only want to focus on black fighters. So they're playing the race card, his fans. And then the people who hated Top Rank, who said Bob was slave mouse and this and that, Top Rank plantation, until when Devin Haney went over there, then he wasn't that anymore. Coming from that group, I'm showing the hypocrisy in those guys. Then they say, you know, well, he don't know how to promote the black fighters. So it's like, okay, it's like it's damn if you do, damn if you don't. Top Rank don't know how to promote black fighters. You know, they don't focus on the black fighters. They only care about Eastern European fighters and Hispanic fighters. But then you have an Hispanic fighter in Teofimo Lopez saying the total opposite. My question is, which one is it?
Which one is it?
Yeah, which one is
it?
Man,
Top Rank is listen, Top Rank is just like any business. They about that money. They're about that bread. That's what they're about. It don't matter black, white, whatever color you are, green, purple. It don't matter, man. If you can fight and you can generate buzz and get in there and win, shoot, they willing to sign you. At the end of the day, man. So I don't agree with all these narratives about Top Rank. I don't agree all these narratives about any of these promotional companies out there, man. Because if you really realize, you got to think about this. Out of all those Olympians that just came through, they all signed with Top Rank.
All signed with Top Rank.
Every last one of them.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean your Keyshawn Davises, you had what's that boy name? Shakur Stevenson, what's this guy name? Abdullah Mason. All these guys. He ain't an Olympian, but I'm just saying there's a lot of brothers with Top Rank. I don't understand what they talking about. I don't get it. You know, you got Troy Isley with them, you know, like so on and so forth, bro. So I don't get it, man. I think that they see what these fighters see, or the brothers see is they see ESPN, the big platform.
Right.
They see the credibility. They see the credibility of Top Rank and how far Top Rank and how long Top Rank's been in the business. Mm-hmm. That's what they see. Top Rank built Floyd Mayweather.
That's
and
true.
Floyd Mayweather, or Pretty Boy, I should say, Pretty Boy. And then, you know, when Pretty Boy went to Money Mayweather, it was a different story. But I'm just saying, they built him. They built De La Hoya. They built so many different champions out there. And so they have the credibility. So a lot of these young fighters, they say, man, hey, I want to be with Top Rank. I want to go with Top Rank. I want to go with Top Rank and Bob Arum. And as you can see, these guys, they getting built, man. You know, even a guy like Nico Ali Walsh is being built. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been built. You know, he's been taken care of. So I don't know. They can miss me with that, man. Teo, this is what Teo has to understand. Teo has to understand that, bruh, if you wasn't all over the damn place, it'd be easy to promote you. Every time you open your mouth, you put your foot in your mouth. That's the problem, Teo. You put your foot in your mouth every time you speak. Bruh, you have to get it together. You get it together, then everything else will work. You win the fights and look impressive, then everything else will go hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? If the product ain't looking good, how the hell can you sell a product when it ain't looking good? Or talking good? You know what I'm saying? Or saying things good or speaking good to the public. This dude, man, I'm telling you, man, he done lost his damn mind, Teo has, and he needs to get it together. He got one of the biggest fights of his career coming up.
Yeah, Josh
one
Taylor.
of the biggest opportunities in Josh Taylor.
Yeah.
If he ain't all the way focused, man, he gonna get stopped. He gotta be all the way focused, dialed in. Forget all the bull crap outside the ring and focus on this fight, man. And he can change the trajectory of his career. Man, you know what I'm saying? Because
I'm not gonna lie to him. I kind of, not to cut you off. I kind of like what's my man name? Who's Teofimo fighting? Josh Taylor.
Josh Taylor.
Yeah, man. I kind of like Josh Taylor in this fight, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro.
I do too. I like Josh Taylor too. And I said if he's not all the way focused, he could get stopped by Josh Taylor. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I think Taylor can compete, but he got to be all the way focused. He can't be all over the place mentally, man. You know, he be in there. I don't know what he be in there reciting, man. He be in the meetings reciting our scripture. Then he'll put God in it, and then he'll go from God to like talking about the kids, and then just I mean, he's all over the place. You don't understand. He's all over the place when he's sitting down talking to us. And it's like, bro, like, wait, where are you, man? Like, I had one of my partners had to walk out of the meeting because he was just like, man, I'm not gonna sit in here and listen to this garbage.
The thing is this, Tim. I think the worst thing, this is my opinion, and I could be wrong, but I think the worst thing that happened to Teofimo was that he beat Vasily Lomachenko. When he has not been the same since he won that fight. Ever since he won that fight, I remember him and his dad went on a world tour. They went to talking about, you remember this? Hold on, Tim, you remember this?
We did it first, and we motivate even the greats.
They would have said that, we motivate the greats. We the first to do it at Undisputed. We motivated Canelo to become undisputed. They went on tour. We got Maluma, J Balvin, Bad Bunny, J-Lo. I'm like, these dudes, they went on a worldwide celebration. Of course, I'm being facetious, but you get what I'm saying, though. They was everywhere. The team takeover, and then, they went to Triller, and Triller won the purse bid, and everybody was happy. And then damn near a year went by. He finally gets in the ring. Eddie Hearn ended up winning the purse bid and getting the fight. He loses to George Kambosos. And man, and then what I noticed with Teofimo is, and there's no accountability. And what I noticed, it seems like there's a sense of entitlement, and there's no accountability. And when you see men who they have no accountability, it's never their fault. It's Timothy Bradley's fault. It's my mother's fault. It's my father's fault. It's the white man's fault. It's the black man's fault. It's this guy's fault. It's that guy's fault. It's everybody's fault but your own. And when you have people who wake up in the morning, look themselves in the mirror every day, and they always find fault in everyone else for why they didn't succeed at something, that's a problem. Because now you're in denial.
You're exactly right. You're exactly right. When Teo lost those belts to Kambosos, and Loma fell out, and Haney came in, I mean, Teo's still salty about that. He's still salty about that. And because he lost some titles to Kambosos, I believe Loma, he would have been okay if Loma would have won those titles, but he's not happy that Haney won those titles, because you got to understand, they come from around the same time,
right?
In the amateurs together, and he don't want anybody outdo him or outshine him. So Haney's getting attention. Teo's not getting the attention that he feels that he deserves. Teo also, like you said, when that whole situation happened, it was part Top Rank's fault, and it was part Teo's fault. It was both of them. You know what I'm saying? It was just bad business to begin with. You got to understand that Teo was going to get, and I'm going to tell the story. I'm going to tell the truth. You got to understand that Teo was only going to get, I think it was like, he just got 1.25 or 1.2 or 1.5 for Haney.
Okay.
I mean, for Lomachenko. That's how much he got. And he was going to fight George Kambosos for the same amount of money that he just fought Lomachenko for. And he wasn't feeling that at all. And at the time, Top Rank wasn't really budging on it. They asked, he asked me, or they asked me, and I was just like, look, that's a raise, because you're fighting George Kambosos, nobody knows who he is, and you're getting the same amount of money that you're getting from Lomachenko. He's just like, but we are the undisputed champion. We should be getting more money. Yes, he's right. You should be getting more money,
right?
At the end of the day. And maybe the Top Rank and him could have negotiated a little bit more, but Teo already, because I talked to Teo, he already had this deal in motion with Triller.
Yeah.
He already had it in motion already. You know what I'm saying? I spoke to him on the side. He told me, like, hey, look, Triller's going to offer me this much money. You know what I mean? I'm like, wow, that's a lot of money, bro. That's a lot of bread. And, at the time, again, I told him, I was like, I don't think that's a good idea, but you do what you do. You know what I mean? Because I know in this business, you don't want to ruffle feathers, man.
Right.
If you ruffle feathers, bro, in this business, when you in bed with one promoter and you ruffle the business stuff, bro, things get a little bumpy, bro. Karma is a bitch. You know what I'm saying? It really is. And it's going to come back and bite you in the behind. So when he made that move, it was fantastic. It was great. But then COVID happened. Then the date changed. And another date changed. And then Triller lost their damn mind, don't know anything about boxing. You know what I'm saying? Spend up all their money, or they didn't make they made a whole lot of money, then they blew it all because they paying all these fighters crazy money. You know what I'm saying? And then, he loses to Cambosis, and then start going down south for him.
Yeah.
Let's say he wasn't healthy, or whatever it was. It doesn't matter. He fought Cambosis, healthy or not, and he ended up losing, and that's where the downward spiral started happening, bro. From what you just said, from taking that deal, not negotiating with TR, losing to Cambosis, beating Lomachenko. He thought he was on top of the world, just like any other athlete. I just beat the best fighter in the world. Think about that.
Right.
Now I should get $10 million. That ain't how the business go, bro. You ain't gonna get no $10 million. You beat Lomachenko. You beat one guy. You don't make $10 million right out the gate or $5 million right out the gate, bro. You're not that popular. You're not that popular.
I mean, but that's what I was saying, Tim. Like, it was just a lot. We the takeover, baby. This and that. We team takeover, and this how we do it, baby. We can show you guys how it's done. So basically, because Tim, break this down. Check this out. Devin Haney has to be the luckiest guy in the world. For him to be the undisputed lightweight champion of the world right now is a miracle. And I'm gonna tell you where I'm going at with this. He went from being signed, he went from not having the belt to Lomachenko getting elevated to the franchise belt, which I call the French fries belt. And then Devin Haney got elevated to Loma's belt, the WBC Super. Now I don't know what happened with that. Some say he paid for that belt. Whatever. I don't know the backstory on that, but it's a lot about behind that. So, anyways, but he was on the outside looking in. He was with the zone. I even heard that Bob Arum told him. He said, "You know what, kid? You signed to the wrong promoter, and you'll never get those fights over there top rank." But now he ends up leaving the zone, signing with Top Rank. Lomachenko was supposed to be the one to fight George Kambosos, you know what I mean, for the belts. But then Lomachenko decides to stay in Ukraine, and then IE did insert Devin Haney, and he fights George Kambosos twice. So he gets the 3 belts plus the franchise belt that George Kambosos has on top of the WBC super belt that he had. And now he became the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. Fought this guy twice, and then he just fought Lomachenko. So do you think that plays a part in why maybe Teofimo is probably feeling some type of way about, well, Bob, he only wants to focus on the black fighters. You can have them. Do you think that play a part in it as well? Like, look how that worked out. There's no way in the hell this guy, Devin Haney, is supposed to be undisputed, being that the path that he had to go down in order to get there.
That's the way God intended it to be to begin with. I always say, man, look, if you stay focused and you stay true to yourself, and you stay close to God, bro, anything is possible, man. Anything is possible. And God made a way out of no way. And Haney ended up getting what he actually wanted and he desired, and what he's always desired. I remember this kid way back in 2012 when he fought on my card with Manny Pacquiao, bro. I remember having a conversation with him, a brief conversation. The kid was focused. He was determined. He was with Eddie Hearns. He had a couple of fights there. Good fights, got paid a lot of money. Understand this kid was 21 years old and he's a millionaire already. Right. 21, a millionaire already, bro. Like, he the youngest one of the crop. Crop, I believe it was 2016 crop or whatever. He's the youngest one. The youngest one. Making tons of money. And now he's the undisputed champion. But yes, there's some hate. There's some jealousy going on the side of Lopez. No doubt about it, bro. Because he is no longer the guy. Just put it this way. You know how Lopez was the guy at TR at 135.
Yeah, he was. That was my favorite fight at 135.
He was the guy. He was the guy. But then you go sign his arch nemesis, who is Devin Haney, who he's had words with, and they never saw eye to eye.
Never saw eye to eye,
Yeah. So, Lopez is gonna get upset about it. The fact that Top Rank signed Haney, and now Haney's getting the opportunity to fight Lomachenko and fight Kambosos for those belts. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't get the chance to do it. There's gonna be some jealousy, man. No doubt about it. And so that's what it is. He's jealous. The attention is not on him. If the attention was on Lopez, he'd be cool. But
He'd
it's
be
not
cool.
on Lopez anymore. It's not on him anymore. I'm sorry, it's not. His last 2 performances that he's had were mediocre performances. You know, and if he was to do what he's supposed to do, and I know he got a knockout in his first performance or whatever against a relatively unknown guy, but this last performance that he had, he didn't need a knockout, but he needed to look good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I thought, just like many, I thought that he had lost the fight. He got dropped in the fight, man.
Yeah.
He got dropped in the fight.
I thought he lost that fight.
Outboxing him,
I thought he lost that
making
fight
him
too.
look silly.
I still thought
Yes,
I
he's
still think he
making him
lost
look
that fight.
silly. He was outboxing him the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So he lost a lot of his luster, and he's having a hard time with that.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.